Look, up in the sky! It's a bird! It's a plane! It's the fact that this movie made me, a stone cold Batman guy, fall in love with Superman. Welcome to my channel. My name is Joseph and I'm a film fanatic. The new DC universe is in very good hands and this film is all the proof that you need. It is a well done modern adaptation of a classic character with strong respect to the source material that finally allowed all the allegories of godhood to rest. Jesus. Superman. There will be spoilers, but I'll try my best to keep minimal. Superman is a 2025 action movie following a young Clark Kent who recently started wearing the super-powered red paint as he tries to establish himself as a force for good on Earth. The biggest strength in this film is the characterization. Everybody involved, writers to actors, did a good amount of research going into the film that allowed all the characters to feel very natural and right at home, down to the dog. This film also probably gave everybody with a white dog costume ideas. The inherent Boy Scout nature of Superman really shined and carried the entire movie. Personally, I couldn't help but smile every time they showed that S on his chest. Lex Luthor is a beautiful antagonist that this movie did justice. Not only did they show us his genius level intellect in not only business that makes him a significant problem in the DC universe, they also showed us the arrogance, brashness and pure hatred this man has that makes him Superman's arch-nemesis when Superman has bad guys like this. A very big well done to the two actors. Nicholas Hoult, the man that you are. This movie is beautifully bright for a comic book movie and I am very glad for it. This was an era, but I am done. Most people that read comics are actually very comfortable seeing various artists and writers give us different versions of the same character. And this can be very fun and interesting, but trust me, nothing replaces seeing the very essence of the most successful versions of a character being successfully captured. Going into this film, what I feared would be the weakest parts were the fights, but they actually surprised me because they were still very visually stunning. The Hammer of Boravia and the Engineer were very good opposing forces for Superman and gave us very satisfying fights. The tone was also perfect, a good balance for a family-friendly comic book action movie that is still aware of the adults in the audience. I almost forgave them for the unnecessary Momo jokes they still forced inside. Almost. Costume-wise, everybody looked amazing. You have no idea how I was losing my mind till this woman wore purple. Maybe it's because she's one of my personal favorites, but I would have given anything to see Hawkgirl in a more comically inclined costume. But given where they are in the story, I totally get it, and this was still a very good look. In a world where female characters are often being patronized, it was very nice to see Lois carry a decent amount of weight in the story. Come over here. As far as I'm concerned, this is the worst portrayal of Lois. They couldn't even be bothered to get the hair color right. The Kents were also another amazing aspect of this film. Not only did this movie do an amazing job of depicting Superman as the beacon of hope and good that he is supposed to be, it also teaches an invaluable lesson about self-worth and forging one's own path and purpose in life, irrespective of where and what you're coming from. It is really painful that we're not going to see this version of Superman come together with Robert Pattinson's Batman, because they've gotten Superman, they've gotten Batman. Nevertheless, I have full confidence that the Supergirl movie is going to do what it's supposed to do. I've always categorized comic book fans as either Superman guys or Batman guys. I can't explain it too much, but if you tell me your faves, I can tell you where you fall. Some of my favorite comic book characters are Daredevil, Martian Manhunter, Nightwing. So yeah, solid Batman guy here. I normally prefer their type of content, comics and cartoons, but this movie excels because it feels like a Superman cartoon. While Man of Steel, a very good iteration, doesn't feel like any of the best Superman comics or cartoons. In conclusion, this movie is a well-deserved hit. This movie didn't disappoint. Fantastic Four, it's your turn. Your review is coming very soon. James Gunn used style to give us a handful of characters and in-universe elements that I cannot wait to see fleshed out. Feel free to comment whatever your best parts of the Superman movie was and whatever upcoming DC projects you are anticipating. Prove that you're not a Lex Luthor level hater and drop a like. It means the world to me. Kindness is the new punk rock. I have a very interesting DC related fancast coming up, so subscribe so you don't miss that or any of the film related content I post every week. Share this video with your friends and you will definitely see me soon.